What am I doing? All right, today we are playing with the rubber chicken, and it's probably one of the most infectiously awesome type of effects you could ever ask for. And what the rubber chicken does, this is from Lovepedal Custom Effects. It's an envelope filter. So basically think of it sort of like an auto-wah. All right, you guys might recall some of the Mutron effects or like the Qtron, you know, different revisions of basically that same type of circuit. This is inspired very much by some of the you know, old Mutron effects, which are very sought after and very, very expensive. Lovepedal does a really great job of taking some of these effects and putting them into a package that, you know, the end user can put on their board quite easily, you know, a very compact package. So we had, you know, getting pretty funky today. There's going to be no shortage of funk in today's video. And that's on the bridge pickup of a Telecaster. I'm going to go ahead and disengage the rubber chicken. We're getting a splashback of reverb from a Source Audio Collider. Okay, we don't have the Strymon Flint on the board at the moment. We are running the Collider. I'm going to explain that in a future video, why we're using that. We're running into a 1966 Fender Bandmaster. The cabinet that we're running is a Mesa Boogie Lone Star 410 extension cabinet. It's an open back all pine cabinet. This is a 52 custom shop relic telly, big old fat 50s neck, and these are Barden Gatton T pickups in this guitar. All right, let's listen to our naked signal here from the 68 with just a splash of reverb from the Collider here. Give it a little listen. Very clean Fender sound. Now we are pretty cranked. The amp is bridged and it's on 6. Hopefully not too bright and harsh, but hopefully this records really well. Let's listen to the neck pickup. The same type of thing. So the way that an envelope filter works, in my layman's terms, the way I can explain it, is that basically think of it like almost like a compressor in a way. In terms of your attack and everything have a lot to do with the way the filter opens and closes, and you get a lot of varying attack that you can change with the sensitivity. The volume affects the overall level of the effect. The spectrum tells you how the softer you pick and the harder you pick, the range between what that sweep does you can set with the spectrum, and then the Q kind of funky things up a little bit, gives it that kind of quack in there, right? The Dr. Q, or yeah, I think Dr. Q is one of the Electro Harmonix pedals that they do, or the Qtron. Let's go ahead and listen to it on its current setting, and we'll twist a few knobs here. So if I pick soft, it gets this. pick soft, it's not very pronounced. If you pick hard, it can definitely dig in. Of course, the sensitivity, you kind of play around with it. I'll give you an idea how that works. It's very much a feel-based pedal. To get the most out of something like the Rubber Chicken, you just kind of have to listen, and you got to play to the effect. It's very much a unique effect in that regard. All right, play around with it. We'll get the Q low, set that sensitivity even higher, get our spectrum way up, and we'll kind of play around and see where it takes us. All right? So you can see it really doesn't do much unless that Q is up, so let's bring that up. Start to bring in the Q into there, okay? All right, that sensitivity even higher. That's going to open up the filter a lot more readily, and we'll lower that spectrum kind of low. We'll play around just with some knobs, see what we come up with. There's not a bad sound in the entire pedal. It just comes down to how much the filter opens, how quickly, and what playing pressure, and you can get sort of this sweeping sound, like almost like the way a flanger would sound as it opens and closes slowly and over a wider range. Okay, that's really, it's going to be what your spectrum does. So right now we're relatively low. It should open and close relatively quickly and sound very, very wah-like on this particular setting. Let's give it a listen. All right, turn that sensitivity way down because I picked pretty hard, and let's see if that changes the characteristic. And while doing so, we'll increase that Q on up about halfway. All right, I've got the volume kind of maxed because it's a relatively quiet pedal. Let's give this a listen. All right. So cool. So cool. Let's get the Q way up. Turn that sensitivity a little lower, get our spectrum up, This should get definitely in that kind of wah pedal, spanky territory that we're looking for. That's primarily where I employ this pedal, and this one actually lives on my board right now. I love using an envelope filter, and I kind of treat this pedal as like the instant laughter pedal. If you're at a gig and it just seems like people are a little bit, I don't know, stunned by what's going on, or maybe they're just not digging it, you kick on this thing and people instantly, they start laughing and they're having fun. It's just, it's like a practical joke in pedal form in such a great way. Or like if you're doing like Stevie Wonder tunes or anything that requires that kind of, you know, funky kind of thing going on, it's just great. That kind of thing. Really, really funky, really cool. Get that key way down. Get our spectrum a little higher. Get that sensitivity a little higher. Let's give this a listen. There's really not a bad sound in this pedal. It's kind of an obscure one from Lovepedal. Not many people know about the Rubber Chicken. Envelope filters, you either love them or you hate them, and it's very much a feel-based type of pedal. I could noodle on this thing all day long to give you an idea of what it can do, but you really got to play it and see if it works for you and feels right under your fingers. It's very much a response-based pedal, and it's kind of hard to convey that over the video, but I hope you guys can hear some of the different sounds and the way the filter opens up, does different things. I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. We post every Friday here on Guitarsenal. Make sure you tune in. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good business. And we'll see you guys soon. Many more videos on the way. I'll try to let some chords ring to see if maybe the envelope sort of opens and closes, but I think it's very much an attack-based type of thing. It's going to open and close as you attack the guitar. So let's listen to this. This should be pretty nice and funky, hopefully not muddy or brash sounding. Let's give it a listen. All right, have a good one. See you next week. All righty. Wow.